Hi,
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Same. Okay. Before we start, do you have anything you want to ask? Because I always just ask everyone this. Sometimes people have something specific. So
No.
no. Okay. No worries. You recording? I don't
Yes,
want
I'm
to start with.
recording. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, let me start streaming. Basically, what I did was I just looked into your VODs and
Mm-hmm.
just made some notes about I think stuff that might help you in the long run. It's actually really hard because you're quite a unique case. I'm not joking, right? So it would have been really helpful if I saw like a VOD in a different matchup, like to see if you always play like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like how you play, I just don't know if you do it all the time. When you do it, if you do it suboptimally, because you play really aggressive in these VODs.
Yeah, it was
So
matchup specific because I
okay,
I know
great,
that Riven is good against Kale, so I try to get a good advantage early levels.
great, okay, great, and you did that well. I was just scared you do this every game, even in like hard matchups, right? Because I'm trying to think what because you're really good, right? You're actually you're a really solid foundation. I put here. I watched
Mm-hmm.
thinking normally I even have to tell people that level one exists. Every single client I'm like, please do something level one, and you do. It's great. Um, but there's other stuff. I say that you're really solid. You know when to look for lethal, but like the main thing is, I really want to go over is wave manipulation. Like you make your life really hard. So
Okay. I guess that's a
yeah,
big problem for me, and my macro decisions are also very
sure.
flawed.
But the best thing is, right? Most people have to go over a lot of different things. You just have like one or two things, and that's it. And then you can like tunnel on them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you've got going for you, and it's really good. I just want to say, do you watch any like Riven OTPs and all this stuff? Like, how
Yeah.
do you come up with your builds? Okay, I
I
expected
watch
that.
Adrian Riven, for
Okay,
example.
yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's the ones I wanted to talk to you about Viper, Adrian, all these NA Riven players, right? Like, because they're really good at Riven.
Mm-hmm.
And you're all I thought you did because like all your builds are like exactly right.
Yeah.
So great. Normally I have to go into preparation and stuff for like 20 minutes, but yeah, you do your research. So am I streaming? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let me get the VOD up. Okay, and basically this might get annoying for you, but I'm basically just gonna pick on every single opportunity where you made your life harder, right?
Yeah, that's fine for me.
Okay, okay, no worries. Let's see. Oh yeah, in one of the games, I think it's the one you win. You actually took Resolve versus Kale. Can I ask why?
Um, I think I was a little bit afraid of her poke early levels
Hmm.
when she gets, especially when she gets level 6. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Hmm.
yeah,
I
I guess I
think
was wrong.
no. I mean, I understand, right? I think you should generally decide your runes based on how strong, especially versus someone like Kale. If you're
Mhm.
stronger than level one, always decide your runes based on how that matchup goes, level one, right? So you can like cheese a bush like you did, and if you have, for example, bone plating,
Mhm.
um, she just can't trade back, right? So that's better than second win in that aspect. If you're going for second win, don't justify it with after level six because it's most effective pre your first base, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the other option is just to go the meta sorcery, right? Because it's not that hard of a lane. Like you say, it's good, right?
Mhm.
So I'd just go the free scaling sorcery build, honestly, or bone plating, but I think sorcery. Anyway, um,
Okay.
yeah. So normally I have to tell people, it's top lane. The main goal is to win 1v1, but like that's all you're doing all the time, right?
Mhm.
so, so the main goal is still to win 1v1, and we want to take every advantage we can, right? That's the most important thing I want to stress to you.
Mhm.
Um, and be as strong as you can by 15, 20 minutes. And so everything we do will go towards that goal, right? All right. So, you know what to do level one. That's great. I don't have to tell you a goal. I just want to talk about how you cheese and like what you're when you're in these matchups. You always think about if you're stronger level one. Where are your favorite places to stand? What like where's your favorite place to approach?
Um,
Because in two vods you went here, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I stand there, I can get behind them early, so I cut their path to their tower.
Okay.
That's why I do that.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I have a question. When I do the level 1 trade with Riven,
Mm-hmm.
do I like use the whole combo with my free Qs and auto attacks and then run away, or do I stay there because I would take too much
That
minion
depends.
damage?
Yeah, so that depends. That's also why I want to talk about where you start your level 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the minion damage is a problem, right? She has decent all in because for some reason Kale has good like trading like that with autos. But
Mm-hmm.
I really say this game it's not really optimal because she started in lane, but like 9 times out of 10 she'll leash red and you just stand in this bush. I really think that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're like all inning with your spells and stuff, you don't even have to worry about minion damage.
Oh,
And this
okay.
is a question I need to ask you specifically because I don't know this matchup exactly, right? I don't know if you guys stood there, you versus Kale, and you did your full combo, she was just autoing you. Who would win if you guys just stood there and did that?
Okay.
Yeah, do you have the answer? Like if you did that,
Um, I think I would win because I would get my
Conqueror.
conqueror stacks. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, right? So you should never have to worry about walking away then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she always has to walk away. So what I would say about the trading is I'd walk up to her and auto attack her a bunch to stack up Conqueror. And then when she starts trying to walk away, you use your Qs to gap close,
Ah,
and then you can
okay.
keep trading.
Yeah, that's good. Right.
But that's only if you're sure you win level 1, right? And
Mm-hmm.
even in the minions. So but yeah, you're brilliant. She's level 1. You actually take advantage of this. Like all the players that are queuing up for rank games or whatever, playing the game, they're all half asleep level 1. So it's the most important level of the game. I really say this every time. Um, let's skip ahead here. This is great. Is this the VOD I wanted to review? I just want to double check. One of these VODs, by the way, is completely uncoachable. I
Okay.
think it's the loss, right? Which is funny. Normally people send me the losses, right? How do I win here?
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to make it so you make the right decisions from the start. And in the loss, you make an accidental micro mistake, and then you take a tower shot, and then it's over. So, I'll stick to this one mostly, and then we'll show a bit of the other one at the end.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's your intentions. That's what I want to focus on, not like how you execute it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's great. So, I say here we don't need to walk back. We know Kale wants to last it, and we can walk forward to trade when she last sits. Know her E range, right? Okay, so yeah, this is about visualizing what she wants to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're good at this because you know when to all in. So use it more, pressure even harder. Walk up to her. Yeah, this is fine. This is all great. Really good micro. So you walk away, but like she's used the E, right? Let me just double check the cooldown. Are you sure? Do you know the cooldown of Kale E?
I don't
It's
know,
probably
six,
important to
seven
know this sort of stuff.
seconds. I don't know.
Sure. Cooldown. I was gonna say like 8 seconds, right?
Oh, it's even
But
more.
like this is the sort of thing. This is like the sort of level of micro you need to know, and I feel really bad for not knowing. Yeah, I was right. 8 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you got to track that in your head because then you know when that's down, she can't do anything, and you could literally just stand there auto attacker.
Mm-hmm. But would I not waste like the minions, the CS?
Yeah, but like, okay, this is a concept I want to touch on you because you like to really play for early game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you waste minions, but this is a thing that's new to high elo, and they're starting to use it as a concept in level ones. You get XP, but you miss CS. She gets
Mm-hmm.
no XP and no CS. So do you see how you're on top?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then she never gets to level 2, so you can threaten her even more. And you can do this every game. You have stronger level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why in higher elos, bone plating becomes essential, so that you can't just get denied like this.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, okay. I'll show you a VOD that explains that better. I actually have a clip that to specifically teach that of like Whippo doing it, and it's really, really, really informative.
Okay,
Uh,
good.
okay, great. Did she wait? When did she flash? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, here. So we have to instantly time this. I know you ping it, but like the best top laners on the US will time it in chat. So just do it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you and your jungler can know exactly when. Because now you have flash advantage and ignite. She should die all the time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Once my Q's back up, yeah.
Yeah. So we've taken control of this lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your plan with the wave now? Because do you often think about this? Like, what are you gonna do with waves 1 to 3? This is like one of the main topics I want you to think about.
Yeah, that's why I struggle a lot. I often don't
Hmm.
know should I push from the early levels on 1 to 3, or should I like if I have a bad matchup like
Hmm.
Riven against Quinn, I would just let her push in,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
eat
fine.
one auto attack so she gets the aggro of the minions.
Yeah, but it's the decision on the easy matchups, right?
Yeah, so.
So you want to balance pushing with harassing, and I'm sure you know that, right?
Mhm.
But there's a general rule you can follow, and if you have priority like this, you want to crash the second. If you're accidentally pushing too fast, you want to crash the second wave,
Mhm.
or if you can, the best thing you can do is crash the third wave. Okay, and
Okay.
like that should be your mentality all the time. And the reason is because when you crash the third wave, the time is usually about 3 minutes 20, right? And that's when crab spawns, and then you could just walk down and help your jungle get crab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so always try to do that. The problem with like doing it really slowly and maybe crashing the fourth or the fifth is two things. You're giving the enemy jungler loads of time to come gank you, right? Like you're just chilling here for ages.
Yeah.
Whereas if you crash the third, you can just back off, you know.
Mhm.
Um, and the next thing is that in this lane, the other sub goal of this lane, right? The goal is to kill her and beat her, right? But like versus a good kill, she might not let you do that. And
Yeah.
then you have to resort to the highest win rate play, which is freezing on her, and never letting her walk up for XP or CS.
But
So
I would still crash third wave and then freeze.
yeah, because then it bounces
Okay.
back into you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exactly the goal you want to have.
But if I try to zone her away, I should be careful that I don't queue through the minions, right?
When is this when you're freezing?
Yeah, when I'm freezing, yes.
So I mean, you can, right? If you need to shorten the wave, it's there's no black and white answer to this. You just have to know the balance of like how if it's freezing.
Mhm.
Um, so if you queue the wave and it'll still be frozen, then feel free. But
Okay.
like if you queue the wave and it's not going to be frozen anymore, yeah, just avoid queuing the wave.
Okay.
Um, so look at her 1CS. This is brilliant. I love this playstyle because this is optimal, right?
Mhm.
It's just we can refine it even more. All right, so this is second wave. We should just wait because an important concept is to know when their wave is coming. So we don't push it too fast, we don't push it too slow, and we
Mhm.
use our minions, right? Because that shows us where theirs are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, great. So we wait until it's here, and then when it's here, we really fast push because we have
Okay.
control,
Mhm.
and then it's safer because it's not so far up.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the first concept I want you to have. That if you worked on, improved on, you'd really climb, and I promise you that. Like the rest of your gameplay is great. And now the fact that do you see how we pushed it a bit too fast, right? So now we'll have to crash it when it's here, and it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah. At this
now
point, I can really cue
you can't
the
even get
behind
these. Yeah,
minions. Yeah.
yeah. But as long as you're seeing that and you can do it, try and practice that next time. That's great.
Yeah. Mhm.
So let me think. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So now, um, what do you think your goal is here? Because sometimes you fuck up the wave, right? It happens. How do you
Yeah.
recover? Your goal is still to crash the third, right?
Yeah. So I think it could still bounce back at this point.
Mm. So like at this point, I think the important thing for you is you have to start weighing up is little bits of harass. You can never kill here, right?
Yeah.
So you got to start weighing up is little bits of harass worth more than crashing the wave? And if it's not, you just got to use all your spells on the wave. Don't even care about her,
Mhm.
and just push this as fast as you can. So I'd be like autoing attack non-stop and spells. I wouldn't even go for her.
Okay.
But like all of this has been too slow, right? Do you understand? And now Vamasti has had a window to gank us. He's
Yeah.
also cleared really fast, but we could have
Yeah.
avoided
Yeah.
that, you
He's
know?
really early there. 2 minutes
Mm-hmm.
40. So very
Yeah.
early.
I mean, honestly, this gank is really hard to avoid. You have to be perfect with your wave management and crash it fast enough. Yeah. And then, so this is something else I wanted to touch on. You flash here, right?
I
But
guess. But I
yeah,
think I
it
flashed
makes
too
sense.
late. Yeah.
I actually disagree. I don't think you should have ever flashed here, right? You gotta think to yourself, what's this flash going to get me, and can I use it in the future? And I think your goal is to beat him 1v1, right? And he has
Mhm.
no flash. So if you flash, you're saying I'm going to take a chance that I live and get nothing
Okay.
instead of trying to kill him in later.
Yeah. Yeah. Klar. Yeah.
So you gotta weigh it up. Cool. But yeah. So it becomes harder to kill her because you have no flash now. All good. This was such an early gank. It's really hard. I understand.
Yeah, I was surprised at that point, I think.
I like boots, but I also like refillable. I think boots let you run them down faster. Uh, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to weigh up. Basically, I value refillable so much. Refillable is so broken, right? Any opportunity to get
Hmm.
refillable, I will. I'll even sell a potion for it. You know?
Yeah, I sometimes buy a refillable and a control ward.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we can go over control words as well. That's a really important thing for Riven. All right.
so what's the best placement for control ward? Is it my Tribush or Rither when I'm pushing?
Okay. So I'll just explain to you a concept that will make you decide it better, and it's. I want you to think about control words, right? It's just control word theory. A control word costs 75 gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they take it, it gives them 25. So that's instantly like a difference of 100 gold between you two, right?
Yeah.
So on top of that, they get XP. So think about all those resources. That's like a tower plating, right? So you have to never let them get these control words, basically.
Okay.
So always put them. What I'm trying to say is always put them in places you can defend. I'm just trying to show you why it's so important, you know. Um, so I would say if you're on this side of the map, I would say put it here. So it will always give you information if Master Yi's counter jungling or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can place it here if you can really defend it, if you're really 1v9ing, right? But I never want to let her even be able to get it. So if you're Kale on red side, I would play. My favorite place to place pinks is actually here.
Oh,
You see?
okay. Mm-hmm.
So you place it here in this bush. They can't see it, and it also gives vision of golems. So when Master Yi's clearing, you can see it. I'd also place this as blue side because no one ever checks this. If you ever got an opportunity, if you're pushed in, just get a ward there, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll last you for ages. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, hang on. Let me just check my notes. I don't. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Do 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 do. Yeah. Too many. Oh yeah, something generally. Another concept. I'll give you basically like three main things to take away. Right. Like I've got notes on what to give you after. And one of them is you focus really really hard on killing the enemy, right? Which is great. But you also neglect getting every other advantage you can get. And that's
Yeah.
just farming, basically. You'll have barely any CS, right? And that's the same trend on both games.
Okay.
So you can go for all these kills and stuff, but you can't neglect this. You can do both, and that's what you want to optimize, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just remember when your streamer misses a cannon, remember how angry they get, and you want to do the same.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. It's really important. Um, let's see. So we choose to trade here, right? And if we choose to trade here and shove the wave, remember we want to freeze. If we choose to trade and shove the wave, we have to be able to kill her here. Otherwise, it's not worth it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we say, we're weighing up the trading versus proper wave management, and then we get more in the long term.
Yeah.
Can we kill her? Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
so
fucked.
unlucky.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't
Okay, you
unlucky. It
made the
was bad for me. I missed my third Q.
no, but your mouse is in the right place, isn't it? Like, if you watch where your mouse is.
Ah, yeah.
What? What?
It wasn't exactly on the hitbox of her, I guess.
Oh, wait, did they change Riven so you queue in the direction you're facing, or like, is that not a thing
It
now? I
it
swear they
it
changed
has
it.
been like that for a long time, but when you're cursoring over a target, she jumps in that direction. But I guess the mouse was not on the avatar of Kale, so she jumped in the direction she was facing.
Okay, well then you made the right decision because you could have killed her here, right? I think you could. If you ignited, so you basically got to decide when you ignite, and you want to think about how your ignite interacts with her, and that's basically you cut the healing of the heal. You know how she has one,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so that lets you have the lethal window here. Ignite her now. She heals. It heals for nothing. Yeah, and land the Q, and she's dead. So that's the right decision. But now, basically, we fucked up, and that's fine. We want to recover, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do now?
I would wait until she kills the two minions and try to get a freeze.
Yeah. Okay, great. And this is where it's hard, right? Because you got to take your foot off the gas pedal. I know you just put them all in a fight, but you've actually just got to let her have some CS and push. And
Mm-hmm.
then in the long term, you can deny her way more, you know?
Yeah.
It's like an investment. Okay. And yeah, it's fine. All of this is because you need the long lane to run her down.
Yeah.
Right. And all this time we're giving a free farm to scale. So it's rough. But again, all this game, now I'm going to sound like a record player, you know, a broken one that will repeat itself over and over again. Look, I want you to keep watching how you just keep pushing it. Over and over. Yeah.
So I should just stop hitting the minions
Yeah.
at all. Okay.
Yeah. And then when it comes into you, you just trim it down a bit, you know, but make sure it's always pushing into you. I've got a little video on my Discord if you want to watch it, but like you always want to do that in these matchups where, especially when they don't have flash and you need to run them down, you know, and kill them. But it's almost never optimal to just get little harassed like this under tower. It never turns into anything. This is good though because she inted, you know, but like we can't depend on her inting like this. She should never die here.
Yeah.
It's all good. But now we kill her. Great. We used a window. Just push, crash under tower. Probably recall, right? If you had a pink ward, I'd say place it in golems because we saw Master Yi over here.
Oh yeah. I have a problem with checking the mini map.
Okay. Well, maybe that's something else you can work on, right? Like, that's fine. Something easier with checking the mini map instead of because people are like, I don't know where the enemy jungler is. I don't know what I can do. You know, something easier is just track your jungler instead. And because your jungler is here, not in this scenario because Master Yi's there as well, but most games, if your jungler is doing something bot lane, then just play safer, you know?
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, it's much easier to work around than trying to guess where the enemy jungler is.
Okay. Is it worth to stay there for a plating, or should I just go back immediately after I crash in the wave?
I mean, you already got it so low. You got to commit to one or the other, right?
Yeah,
I think for sure you take the plating here. At this point, you just take the plating because one of Riven's strengths is you can get back to lane really fast, right? So I think you just take it. Yeah, because you still want this to push into you because it's the Kayle, remember? You want to freeze on her. So it doesn't matter if you're back a bit later. And you can win 1v1. So okay. Let's see what you do here. Wait, she has Ignite? She has Ignite on Kayle? Holy moly. Sorry, that's really shocked me. No one ever takes... I think it might be the only Kayle with Ignite. Really strange. Really weird. Okay. Yes. Never run out Kayle. Yeah, you see this now, right? We can never run her down in that position. Yeah, we can go 10-0 when she's frozen on, you know? And that's what we want. We want to be as strong as we can before 20 minutes. Because after 20 minutes, basically the reason I say all this is after 20 minutes, the game sort of becomes like a team fight simulator, you know? And it's sort of a bit out of your hands. Yeah. There's less things you can control. So you want people to run into you and you want them to die. She finally messes up and dies. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's keep watching. And we'll see what you do later on. I only go in depth with review on laning phase, but we'll also look at your decisions after. Okay. And this is fine because she can never get this right.
Yeah.
Actually, she kind of can. If we do this properly and freeze here, she can sometimes get this right. But it doesn't matter. It's fine. Nice. Oh, do you not go for this? Oh, you do. Good. You should definitely go. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, you look for these lethal points, and this is a skill that it takes a lot of other people, like, a long time to develop. But you do this, it's really hard, but you don't do the easy stuff. Yeah. So it's like backwards, you know? I don't know. Okay. Let's keep watching. So now, tell me what you want to do here.
Yeah, I should definitely not. I could thin the wave a little bit.
Okay, great. Yeah, you know now, yeah? That's great. Yeah. Thin the wave. So how many minions are you going to kill? I want to assess your knowledge on freezing, right? Just in case you don't know how properly, it's fine.
Like around 3 or 4 minions more than on my wave should be there so I can get a freeze. But I think I should at least kill the cannon minion because it does a lot of damage and tanks a lot of hits. Yeah.
A tip I can give you as well, when you're freezing, freeze only with ranged minions. If you freeze with melee minions, they like to, they've got terrible AI, right? They like to run it down into the tower for some reason. So just freeze with ranged minions, it's a lot easier. Okay. So you queue through the wave. This is an instance where I'm like, okay, it's fine to queue through the wave, right? Because it doesn't stop it from freezing. And this is great. Great. But now you took control here, and now you have full reign of this wave. What are you going to do with it, right? So you have two choices. You can either completely crash it and make it so she misses almost nothing, or you freeze it for like 10 minutes and she doesn't get anywhere, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can't do this in every matchup, right? You have to think about what they can do if you freeze it. And like some champions, say you're against Camille, she'll just roam and kill the mid laner over and over again, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point, I think I was trying
You see,
to crash the
it's ruined
wave
again.
because she went
Yeah,
back.
yeah. But like them going back doesn't mean you have to crash it, you know? You can
Okay.
do stuff in that time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But this is another frozen opportunity gone. And that's like the sixth one, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you see it now though. That's important. And if you're not sure on it, then my biggest advice to you is to watch your favorite OTPs and specifically watch to look for when they freeze and why they do it, you know, and how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you can learn it. Okay, but now since we messed up the freeze, and this will happen in some games, even if you mean to freeze, sometimes you mess it up. What do you want to do now to recover?
But at this point, it's still a freeze or not? There are
No, it's
5
not.
minions
It's
against
it.
3 or 4.
Yeah, but like these will die in a second. This isn't
Okay.
enough.
Oh, okay, the HP, okay. Mm-hmm.
So how I always ask you like because you want to be asking this yourself every game, like, all the time. What's my goal here? How can I carry here? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So looking at this, we're frozen in time here. How can you carry from here? What's your goal now? Because it won't freeze, right? So what is your other option?
If it won't freeze, I could just try to shove in.
You can shove in,
Yeah.
or you can slow push, is what I do, right? And then the bigger the wave that you push into the tower, then the more time you have to do something on the map, you know? You can just run around and look for kills or something, you know?
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not always about crashing, which I could see in your gameplay. It's all good. Oh man, if you nail this, I'm telling you, you actually saw an elo. It's really good. Okay, we last hit, all good.
Oh, missed the minion again.
Yeah, but now you see it, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, your streamers will have 15 CS per minute. Like, it's crazy how important CSing is and like resources are on Riven. She scales so well. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have ulted here, I think, right? She has no ulti, so I think you just ulti for the extra range on the Q. Like you E ult, you know, and then you
Mm-hmm.
spam Q on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And your ignite's actually coming up too. And I think you actually kill her here
I think I
if you.
was trying to make sure I will kill her in the second rotation.
I mean, that's a good decision as well because you're not. Yeah, but now ult. I wanted to use the level 6 to 5 advantage, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
All good, all good, all good.
So at this point, I could just go for a dive, right? With
No,
that.
because she has ulti.
Yeah, I guess, but I could still
It
kill her
If
with.
you are confident you can chain C's here to kill her, and if you think that's a lethal window, then sure. I don't see it, but like you play more Riven than me, right? So if you think that's fine, then go for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So this is your judgment. I'd just take the tower plating, and then I'd go look for a roam. I'd look to get wards in the enemy jungle, take jungle camps, and then go mid lane. Because you've got so much time. Look how long she has to farm there for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the safer option, I think. But instead we just do nothing with our time, you know?
Yeah, I'm wasting it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of opportunities where if you're just thinking yourself, okay, what can I do here? What can I do here? You're gonna do more, you know, to carry.
Mm.
All right. And now it becomes a bit rougher, right? Because she has the oh god, she's just standing there AFK and not autoing you. That's so annoying. All right. This is why versus Kale, the most important levels are 1 to 6, and I'm sure you know that. That's why you play so aggressive. It's great. What do you do if you're against a bad matchup? Like, how do you play? What do you do? Say you said like Quinn. Run me through it.
Quinn, I would start with Doran's shield and Eve level 1. I would
Mm-hmm.
just let her push in, and as soon as I get a little bit of CDR, I would do an extended Q, so the
Mm-hmm.
cooldown comes off faster, and I engage on it with my third Q and do the
Mm-hmm.
full rotation on it. The earliest I can do this is level 6, but
Okay.
before level 6 I would just play like a, yeah, like a bitch.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Let's see. That matchup sounds horrible.
Yeah, it is. but it's not.
Um,
I think Renekton is even
some
worse.
okay, yeah, fair. But you ban Renekton, right? For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Because I main Renekton. That's why I know a bunch about Riven as well. Because I had to research Riven to know how to specifically beat it. So yeah, something oh my god, my words. Sorry, it's early morning. Something you missed out, I think, is you can ask for help, right? Like type in chat, say I need help here, or especially in your rough matchups like Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Communicate. All the best top laners will communicate, say what they need, and the jungler can use that as an opportunity, right? You're not hindering your jungler, you're giving them options.
I think I know if it's I don't know if it's me, but I feel like when I ping for help and write in chat and I type that Flash is down and all those things,
Mm.
they never really react.
Okay.
Like they
Yeah,
don't
I mean
care.
that's a fair thing. Yeah, but like you play hundreds of games a season, right?
Yeah,
So you want to think if you did that every game, would you win more of those 100 games or would you lose more?
I think I would win more.
Yeah. So like everything to make you win more out of those 100 games. It might not win you every game, but it's like those little tiny changes, and that's what every decision we make in game. Like on average, we want that to happen.
Yeah, because I even tried to get a good opportunity for them to gank. I let them push, so
Mm,
they are standing at my turret, and I feel like my
yeah.
jungler's still ignoring it, and I feel like
Yeah.
kind of frustrated to be honest.
No, I get you, but it's just about presenting the opportunity. It doesn't mean they have to take it. They're
Yeah.
stupid, right? You got to spoon feed these junglers as much as you can. So
Okay.
okay, and I hate this by the way. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, I get it. I get it why because I don't want to
Now,
push in.
yeah. Now you remove any opportunity you can to freeze, and the amount I've been stressing freezing, right? I'm
Yeah.
glad you see that now. Can you tell me about Riven builds? Something I don't know anymore because I knew before. Obviously, you'd rush double CDR components, right? Do you ever get Kindle Gem now, or is that not in the build anymore? Because you
You
go
get it in the Gourd Drinker,
build,
the
yeah,
mythic
but you
item.
build that, right?
Yes, but
Okay,
not. I don't buy Warhammer and Kindle Gem together anymore. I
okay,
just rush
okay,
Hydra because it's the strong item at the moment.
okay, sure. That's fine then. Yeah, that's what you do on Aatrox as well. So I thought maybe it'd be the same because they're pretty similar champions. Hydra as well. Let's see what you do here. So what's happened? What just happened? I kind of zoned out in the VOD. Did you kill her? Yeah, you solo killed her, and it was very close. But that's good, right? You go for it. I'm glad you go for it. Because that's still your win condition. You have to win versus her.
Hmm.
So good. Did you die to thingy? If so, that's completely fine as well.
I think I outplay him.
Wait,
He
wait,
failed. Like
wait. He sort of stood still, no? Wait, sorry.
he stood
Well,
still.
all good, all good, all good, all good. You outplayed him. You outplayed him. It's all good.
I mean, outplays always based on the
Require
previous
mistakes.
mistakes. Yeah.
Sure. I agree.
And his name is Zerstörer and it means destroyer in German. So I had
Oh,
to do it
nice.
to him.
Okay, I just try and last hit here, right? Just oh, can you kill her? Holy shit! Okay, I didn't even see that. This is what I'm talking about, man. Do this, but also get everything else, and you're fucking gold. Like not gold. You know what I mean? Like
I'm
actually, really
yeah,
good.
yeah. But I'm
I didn't
gold
mean the
now.
rank. I meant good. um. Okay, great. As long as you see, this is why I'm like, I wish I could see another matchup as well. See if you play this well in other matchups.
Mm, yeah.
It's a shame. Okay, so again, another opportunity to freeze. You see this? But now it's becoming a bit later on, so there's actually an argument to go roam a bit more. But still, I would look to freeze because Kale can't roam, right?
Mm.
And just look to spam kill Kale over and over again. Unfortunately, I don't remember the flash timer. Do you know it?
No, I don't.
It's okay. Well, I'll just want you to stress that you try and time it. Okay, there's
Yeah.
a pink ward here. You never catch up to her here. You just ulti, no? Yeah. Okay, good. Oh, your Q ran out. This is
Yeah.
so sad, dude. This is so fucking sad. All right, no, you know what? I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, and then the Kale ult
Pop
in the
flash.
perfect moment.
It's okay. It
Yeah.
happens. You made the right decision. I think you just got a bit unlucky. Maybe if you all, it doesn't matter. All good. These don't matter because a lot of this is out of your control now. Where your team stands and like where Ori goes, like I mean, you can't really. You
Yeah.
used your priority to go roam. That's the important thing.
But um, like I don't know, I just started doing this not long ago. I used to just stay in my lane all day and then
No,
get
don't do that.
mad that my team was kind of feeding off, feeding their
Mm,
asses off, and I started just roaming a lot more. I feel like even when I miss like 10 CS or 15, but if I can get something on the other side of the map or in the mid lane,
mm.
it's just more
That's a
beneficial
really
for me.
scary. That's a really scary mindset, though, right? Because remember, like I said, you want to play 100 games, you want to win most of them, right? So that decision, which one's more consistent? Getting CS will always be more consistent than a chance at a kill, you know.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
sometimes, if you know you can like TP and get 2 kills bot lane, and you miss some CS, sure, that's fine. But like, don't make it a chance thing. Always weigh it up in your head, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is great. So yeah, you can roam, but do it a bit later on. Make sure the first 10 minutes and like stuff like this, you're getting 100 CS and you're freezing. You're doing a lane perfectly. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You could TP if you see a really good TP, but like again, and then past 15 minutes, yeah, you don't ever stay in lane. When you said before, like just now, you said you always stayed in lane. How long was that for? How many minutes? Was it
Oh,
until like
man, like
30
at
minutes?
least 20 minutes,
Oh,
25.
okay.
I was playing a lot of Tryndamere, so
No, oh wait, that's a bit different though to Riven, isn't it? Like, yeah, that's a little bit different because he's like he has to commit to split pushing.
yeah.
Riven can actually like if she has a lead, she can spread it a bit more, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in this meta, always make sure like post 15 minutes, you're always like grouping for Dragon because Dragons win games in this meta. Like they're just so broken, you know.
Yeah, but if I don't have like I'm right now I'm playing without teleport. So if I
Mm.
see the dragon is spawning in 40 seconds and I go base, should I just walk to the dragon?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would say always back if you have no teleport, always back minimum 40 seconds give yourself, you know. Riven might
Mm-hmm.
be a bit different because she can like has way more faster abilities to get there,
Mm-hmm.
but in general you want to be there 40 seconds before because that gives you opportunities to maybe kill people before dragon spawns, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dragons are so important. Just push the wave, go dragon, and for almost every as long as you're on a spike, as long as you're stronger, like you have to decide if you can impact the fight more than the Kale can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, there's decisions you can make. Like you just scale up. You call your team. You just say, "I want to scale. I don't want this dragon." You know. Okay. How did you die here? All
I
right. This is
don't.
just weak side, strong side, right?
Oh, Shaco's bot side. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So this is why I'm like, don't try and don't think about the enemy jungler. Don't think about no junglers. Just think about where your jungler is. Especially at this point, Yi's a bit farmed now. Kale isn't useless, you know.
Yeah.
Track your jungler when you make plays. And if you give yourself a bit of discipline, you have the mechanics to do well when you actually fight, you know, on the good fights.
Mm-hmm.
Make your life easy. Okay. Skip ahead. Oh, dude, man, you know how to go for lethal. Like, this is so good. But, like, then you run it down. It's all good, all good, all good.
Yeah, I'm not perfect.
No, 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 no. Mate, you're much better than gold players. I'm not even joking. There we go.
Bye. That was nice.
Okay, I'd get this. Yee's doing this mid. I'd take this tower, then look, you know?
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so weird the Ravenous Hydra procs off everything now.
Yeah, but it feels so good.
Yeah, I know. So take this, and then I'd roam. I don't know what you do. I haven't seen up to this one. I mean, you could push this wave, I guess. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine as well. But you just got to be scared because they could be running up, right?
Yeah, true.
All good. Recall. That's also fine. Dragons up. I'd be running straight to Drake. I'm not sure if you did that. 45 seconds, yeah. Good. You are doing it. So you know this. This is fine, right?
Yeah, but as I said, I started doing this like 1 or 2 weeks ago,
Mm.
and I
I mean, at
saw.
this point, it's really good.
Hmm,
For sure, for sure. But like the main reason it's good is because you're doing it before Dragon, and it's about to spawn, and you're grouping for it. Like, don't just do this randomly when there's no objective, right? You gotta,
Yeah,
because
sure.
then you're giving up waves. Sure. That's great. Okay. I want to tell you, like, when you're making these macro decisions, you've got to decide: does my team need me for Drake, or like, what do I weigh up? Do they need me for Drake and I get nothing, or can they get Drake for free and then I can go recall, go top lane, get more CS, you know?
Yeah.
So they don't need your help here, and you're letting Kale free farm and get CS. You're missing stuff under tower.
So I shouldn't do the dragon together with him. Okay.
Yeah, and it's the same with Herald. Junglers can solo Herald, right? So you let them do that, and you get your wave. As long as they don't need help. If there's a jungler that can come kill them, then help them. Just saying, if they can solo it, do that. You win this game, right?
Yeah.
So you're death pushing. This is great, but there's vision on it. But it doesn't matter because it's whatever. It's fine. Oh, rip arena. Happens. I like the play. It's just unlucky there's wards there.
Yeah.
Happens. Everyone has this app, man. I think I need it. Okay. Do you use this for your builds? Really?
No, I just... Oh, I don't even know what I checked there. Sometimes when I get killed, I just look at the elo of the people. And then I try to justify it.
Okay. Alright, I get it now. Okay, let's see.
If I play like a new champ, then I look at the builds, but usually when I play Riven, I know what to build, so I don't look at the builds.
Keep your attention focused on the game, like.
Yeah. Also, you can check the cooldowns of the champions in that app.
Okay. Wait, that's so good. Okay, that's actually really good then. If you're checking that for like Kale, look at your enemy top laners cooldowns when you're fighting them. That's really important. All right. So at this point, do you see what I mean? It becomes sort of just a perma team fight simulator.
Yeah.
And all that matters now is how strong you are now, And that's why I stress get every CS everything. And you should be at like 200 CS and you could be like 10-0, And then these people would just fucking drop. They wouldn't even be able to walk up to you. All right. Did you kill them all?
No, the Nami ult was very
strange. That's okay. No. All that matters is you made the right decision to flank. All good. I won't even critique it. Okay, now you do your thing and you look for lethal on this is so good, man. Okay, great. I'll stop fanboying soon, trust me. But like at this point it still feels I don't even see how you win this, honestly. If Yi and Kale play it properly, they even have peel for Yi, What happens? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
Okay, let's have a watch then. Let's see how you could have won this. So I want to see how long it's been since you farmed, just to stress it even more and be annoying.
Please don't do
you
this.
See how long it's.
Don't do this.
Okay, you start. Okay,
like
it's at
18 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
You see now, right?
Yeah. I see it every game after the screen, after game screen, and I'm thinking to myself, damn. You're so bad.
Maybe nah, mate, it happens. This is a really hard balance to get. So it's like mid-game farming as well. I think that's important for you. And you have to do what's most consistent, as well as when you do group, only group when you're strong. So example I like to use is my friend, he's a Renekton main, and he takes Ghost, right? So he can team fight well. But he will only team fight and group when he has Ghost. So you understand why he's doing that, right? Like he knows for certain he can impact the team fight like that. And he has a clear reason why he's grouping. So I want you to have that clear reason,
Yeah.
Don't just always group.
Yeah,
because then you're not getting resources.
My ultimate is up, my ignite is up. It would be better if I had flash.
Yeah, but like,
but it's fine.
Maybe you can save your flashes for when Dragon's up,
Yeah.
Stuff like this. But just try and balance farming in the side lane, because you have to play top lane. A lot of top lane is just janitor duty, right? You have to clear side waves. You have to have your obligations, and it sucks. Everyone else is playing the game.
Yeah. While I'm on my island.
Yeah, but now you slowly fall off. Yeah. It's not just about beating Kale; it's about staying ahead of Kale. All right. What the hell? You win this?
Yeah.
How?
I already started the surrender vote.
Did you like 1v9 or what?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay. That's fine. All right, maybe that's a point as well. I'll write that down after. Let me write it down now, actually, so I don't forget. My memory's terrible. It's mid-game farming. Balancing farming with with correct opportunities to group. Okay. Jesus. Did they like run it down or what? Oh, unlucky W. What? What's happening? Where's the Yi? Am I drunk? Like, did Yi die or what?
I don't think so.
If they team fight without the Yi, you just win every single fight. Okay. Brilliant. I think this was like desperation though, no? Because they're sort of just ending. But still, it works. It works. But yeah, this is why it's coin flip that they ran it down here. So we want to make sure we don't get to this point, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good. And that's the mindset I want you to start having in your solo queue games. Okay. Yeah, you're not grouping for Drake. We just wiped them. Honestly, I'd be walking down to Drake. Yeah. Wait, actually, when did Great Drake spawn? Okay, never mind. I am take it back. I thought it was up or later on, you know. But Yi could just solo us now. No, you're doing the right thing. I take it back. Okay. Should have soloed it. This is a coin flip one. I can't really comment because all I can comment on is hindsight where Yi was, you know. So it's all good. Wait, what? What happened? All right. I understand why you. It was one of these classics, classic coin flips.
And a Baron throw.
Yeah, but now there's nothing to coach. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be real with you. You just take the super minions when you can, so you could scale faster. You take every camp you can. You try to group up because you don't have TP. You can't split push. Just push a wave. Go to the neutral objective. You know, and that'd be Baron. So I'd push out bot lane and go Baron all the time. Take golems, go Baron. Let's have a look. And then I wish I could press tab. I can't press tab. I don't know how many Drakes everyone has. If you're close to 4 Drakes, I'd like drop everything and try and get soul, you know? But I feel like these are decisions that aren't hard. They're not as hard as laning. So it's like I don't like even going over it. Okay, you guys are grouping, pushing. This is interesting. I wouldn't be here taking this. I'd be... Because there might be a fight mid, you know? Always shadow them. I'm just going to go over all this briefly and we'll go on to the next VOD. Yeah. I'd be looking to defend bot lane, but like, I guess in a way this is okay, but like, this shouldn't be the time for you to recover on your CS.
I was tunneling, on the gold.
Yeah. You should have gotten all the gold, most of the gold before.
Oh, so. That one looked nice. That screenshot.
Which one?
Where I was mid. Yeah, that
one. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it does look nice. Alright. I would have recalled and defended this. I think that's important. Defend your inhibs, you know. But it's like, this is just such pointless stuff. Oh, you get a more?
Yeah.
Okay. I would actually avoid getting a more until like you're level 18. I guess it's okay. But never buy a Hex Drinker early. Did you see how they changed it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so basically, early levels, if you ever rush a Hex Drinker or something like this, they basically like more than half the shield.
Okay, now I bought it just now at 24 minutes, 23
okay,
minutes.
So that's great. But just so for the future reference, if you ever want to buy a Hex Drinker, right?
Okay, so against Akali?
No, never. Like, I'll show you the numbers they changed. It's really, really mind-blowing what they did to Hex Drinker. Because it used to be like an item they people rushed, right? Unfortunately, that is awful now. So look, it used to be 250 at all levels, right? Look what it is now.
Aye. That's
So make sure you buy it. It actually scales up to the same strength at level 15. Yeah, not great, is it? More Mortius is purely a late game shield item now. They removed
Yeah.
Sorry.
What about
so
the rune?
What rune?
What rune was it that gives you magic shield?
Nullifying orb. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
So I don't. I don't think they changed this, right?
I mean, is it worth to take it in the magic
Oh, sure, sure.
matchup?
The OTPs, I did a bunch of research into Riven before I did this, and the OTPs take it into like heavy AP. So
Okay. Okay,
yeah,
great.
they drop Gathering Storm for it.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, this and more. I don't know if it's as good on Riven anymore because they got rid of the lifesteal and spell vamp, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a shield. It's a bigger shield, but it scales off maximum health. I guess you build a bit of health, so that's fine. It's all good. So just so you know, for that. Okay. Again, we're kind of coin flipping it. We haven't grouped in the past 5 minutes. So it's all
Yeah.
up to your teammates.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
these dragons are so important, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good.
You're right. Oh, 2 drakes, 2-1.
Is it 2-1? Okay, then
Yes.
it's a bit less important. The game will probably end before people get stolen. But at least you caught up now. So that's the bright side. Let me skip ahead. I don't want to spend too much time here. Okay. But the way you're playing now, you should play all game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting so much farm per minute now.
Yeah, I tried it. I started catching up too late with the
Yeah,
farm.
yeah, for sure. So you are going to back, and what do you do here?
I think I
What do you
go
think?
to mid or Baron.
I actually disagree. Do you see Dragon Timer? 39 seconds.
Baron, not Dragon. Ah! Oh, you're right, you're
Oh,
right.
wait. No, you guys. Sorry, no, you're right. They killed Yi. My brain isn't working. You guys can take Baron for free. So in a perfect world, you guys go Baron, and then you go straight to Dragon. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all good. My brain. I didn't realize they killed Yi. I don't know what I'm thinking. All good. But you guys don't do Baron. You get Dragon, which is the safe play. Yeah, all good.
Ooh,
The damage is
the
insane now.
misfortune damage is sick.
Was it? Yeah, misfortunes as well, I guess. Have you seen how people sometimes build Dustblade, by the way, on Riven?
On a Riven.
Yeah.
I've seen it on Reddit, like they go invisible. It's just
So
disgusting.
I was hearing about Viper. Oh my god, I see why you want. This was so tilting for the enemy. All right, I think I'm gonna close the VOD here. There's nothing to learn now. I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Okay. So, just to show you the Whippo thing. That's the player that like sort of took it. It originated in China, and now Whippo sort of started doing it, and it's sort of spreading, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to show you the strategy. Since you play so hard for level 1, I want to show you how to even make that better. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll stop talking because he explains it. So, do you hear it?
Yeah, it's
Okay, cool.
quiet, but I'll
It's
just turn
quiet.
up my
All right.
volume.
Okay, cool. Just tell me when you're ready.
Yep.
Cool. Just watch his level 1.
I just really don't feel that way. I don't know why he walked back into that bush, but boom, juiciest trade of all time, and I'm gonna sit in this bush
What?
until he decides to walk up for creeps, and I'm gonna all in him. Oh yeah.
This isn't even the most important part.
No experience for you.
So he's not getting any minion damage?
Yeah.
Okay, right now he's getting damaged.
But that doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah.
He'll explain.
Told you. I don't want to do it now because I lost my passive. Again, you might be asking, why did you do that? He lost so much HP to his basic attacks. I did, but he lost experience, which means I'm gonna hit level 2, and I'm gonna slow push this wave, being level 2 to 1, and that means I'm in a better position than he is. Just need to hit level 2 right real quick. There you go. See, he missed experience, so he doesn't level up. Boom.
Do you see now?
Hmm.
Look how broken this is, right?
Now he's very sad because he's current call.
Yeah, and then it snowballs into he's so strong. He starts winning the game because Volley can't gank him, you know?
Hmm.
And then they win because Jace is useless. So it's just a way to optimize your level 1, you know? I just wanted to show you that.
Mm-hmm.
Since you like to play for that. If you want that VOD, I can send it to you. All good.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Let me send it then. And for sure, Riven's
what if
got
I'm
a good level 1.
red side? Where would I stand for the level 1? In the river brush?
So you don't have to start it in the tri bush, right? You can literally just wait. What am I doing? Oh, this isn't the VOD. Wait, okay. Let me see. Let me try and find a place. So you can actually just you see my. I'm gonna make it full screen so it's bigger. you can just stand here, and then they can't walk past. They tried to walk past, and you just trade with them, and then they're like, oh fuck, what do I do? I've got to walk backwards. And if they try to walk past you to get the CS, then you just kill them. Like they're at like they have no options,
Okay.
Yeah. So if they come from river or something, then you can push them back as well. So that's just something else you can do. It's the same here. You just stand here, It's not coin flip. It's really optimal if you can do it. But if you fuck it up and you like get ganked by a jungle level 2, so I recommend you ward the tri-bush in case they try to cheese gank you. They do red buff gank. But like if you die here, then it feels really bad, and you're like, oh, this strat is terrible. But like you've just got to optimize, right? And then it's insane. All right, let me just go to this. All right, let's open the other VOD, and I'll show you why it's sort of like a bit doomed to coach. Because remember, in this matchup, right, the goal is to bully her out level 1 to 5 really hard, right? Because like you say, it's such a broken matchup for you. All right. Great, exact same thing. I thought I was watching the same VOD, but it's fine.
It's just the same matchup, so I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought if it works in the first one, it would work.
It should.
Right now,
it should. And your decision made sense, and it should have worked. But like you'll see, it's just things that you don't intend to happen accidentally happen. So, and maybe this is a constant theme, but the same mistake happened again. So this is fine. I'd actually so what I'd do there, I was saying she doesn't run away, she tries to fight you, so just auto attack her, you don't need to gap close. But do you see how your second Q missed?
Yes.
And if you do that, then you're ahead. But it's like little micro things. So the decision's right, you just execute poorly, and that's fine. Most of the time you'll execute it right. All right, so you still win that trade. You've got control of the lane. That's fine. And then I believe you take another trade, and that's good. So she's gonna last hit this minion, try and walk up, and then when she last hits it, so you see she's gonna E this wave. So you want to be here, right? And then she doesn't even get the CS.
Okay, yeah.
She can't get it. You did that, but you could have been even better, Okay, 6 seconds into your window again. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I should speak.
But do you see how she's
way more in her face?
Exactly. Proactivity. But now you see it. So there's so many windows you can take. Great. Just watch it. Yeah. So now you got your E. You could be hitting. You could even honestly, I think like for the extra damage and the stun, you could even go W here. If you're standing here, then she's just dead now. And with Ignite.
Yeah, but I didn't use my level 2 window as well, so.
And then you take a good trade, right? Like this is still a good trade, but then you accidentally get into tower shot, and I'm like, okay, both of the times you made the right decision, but then it just got unlucky. So I'm like, okay, you've got a recall now. What do I teach you here? And I'm like, don't be unlucky, Like it's just. It happens. These games happen. So I guess what we could do is we could look over how we like recover, but it's generally it's not even worth it, right? I wanna build off of good decisions. Yep, you're just forced to now recall, and it's shit.
Yeah.
I'd look to recall instantly, right? Look for nothing else. You just gotta instantly say, okay, I fucked up. Recall. I gotta save as much time. Make sure I get this wave when I come back. But like you waste a bit of time, so. Yeah, it sucks. Happens. I'd actually go. Wait, did she flash? She didn't flash, right? No. Boots are okay, but you have flash, right? So I'm like, I'd just go refillable here. So I hope I don't get poked out again. You can't afford to.
Yeah.
Let's walk to lane. Like I liked boots before because you didn't have flash. Let's see. Yeah, just last hitting. When these minions get low, you can walk up and threaten her, right? Or just... I don't like these trades where you have to use all your Qs to get close.
Yeah.
Because then she should just stand there and auto you to death, right?
Yeah.
She could probably trade here.
Yeah,
She
and
could
then
win
I
this.
missed up my W. Huh.
Yeah, for sure she could just all in here.
Dude,
Do you
that
see
was
that now?
such an int. What the fuck?
No, but like this is another reason why I don't want to coach this is because it looks like you're tilted, and I would be too, right? Like
I
you,
can't
you
even
made good
tell
plays.
you if I baited for my jungler or if I just did this because I was tilted. I don't know.
It kind of looks like both, right? And then your jungler ints, and then like you're completely mental boom. Like I wasn't lying when I said this VOD is not useful. You know, like
Yeah.
what do you even do now? Your goal was to win level 1 to 5, and it just exploded. I don't know.
Yeah.
All good. We'll watch it a bit more because maybe in games you win, sometimes this happens. Maybe you can still carry, you know. But like it's so hard. You've been forced to recall again because you don't have pots.
Oh, did she flash?
Let me have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit weird that she flashed, to be honest. You're on 1 health. Maybe you can kill her, I guess, but like, it's still a bit weird. I didn't expect her to know that. But like, again, maybe this is something else. When you take a bad trade and when you have to recall, just recall, you know, you gotta bite the bullet.
Okay.
It just sucks. Sometimes top lane forces you to do this thing, because now you're so wide open for a gank. You're getting no farm. And if she played it right, you'd be getting no XP as well. She should stand here. Do you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like you
I
would
just
level
thought I try to get at least a little bit of XP, but I guess it's not worth if I'm standing there with
No.
like 200 HP.
So the only reason you would ever do this if there's a way to crash it, because if you're just always standing here, you just get a bit of XP, and then she'll freeze it on you, and then you'll just be standing here for like 10 minutes, you know, on 1 health, because this pushes into her. You have to find a way to crash it, and that just means you have to recall.
Okay.
There's no point. I'm not even gonna look the rest. I want to look at level 1 again. I want to look at not level 1, but like how you approach wave 1 to 3, because remember that's something else I want you to focus on. So again, you should look to shove because you have advantage, right? You take a good trade, even if it messes up. You take a good trade still. So now you have wave control. You push this instantly using it, right? You should do. Wait for the next wave, trim it a bit, then crash third. Or look for lethal if she fucks up.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
the balance.
focusing too much on getting damage on her. I should just auto-take the minions.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But just be careful not to crash this too fast. Wait for the next wave, you know. It just sucks that your trades didn't go so well. But yeah, you should be pushing. So I think you're only thinking here, how can I kill her, you know?
Yeah, tunnel vision.
And then these minions, I think it's fine timing. You're doing the right thing here, even if it's unintentional. Okay, so now you take this trade. Now you have to full commit to getting this wave in, you know? Look at the wave. It's you've got to crash this.
Yeah.
Great. And again, I told you before the session started, I'll sound like a record player. Like it's the same thing over and over again.
So
but that's because... Go on.
Will you always try to crash the cannon wave, or is it just the third wave on the first cannon wave?
The third wave is the first cannon wave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the dream one. And you only commit to that if you're sure the enemy top laner can't contest it. Because as you get higher elo, right, people know this. And if you try to crash it, they'll be like, okay, I'm going to push back so that you can't, you know? So you want to make sure you have full control of it over the top laner. And Kael's a good matchup because you can control it.
Okay, but like later, like level 7, 8, 6,
no,
7, 8?
Wave 1 to 3 is special because of the first scrub, right?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it just becomes a bit less relevant.
If my jungler is bot side, would I still go for the crab?
No, so this is another thing you have to think about when this all comes. This is why the decision and like making a goal is important. It's because you've got to make this decision based on whether or not you can crash third wave. So you got to decide if you're stronger than the enemy, right? And they can't contest it. And you also have to decide based on strong side, weak side. So whether or not your jungler is going to come top, or whether or not their jungler is going to come top and gank you. So you can't do it versus, for example, a Rek'Sai or an Elise, you know? Because they might gank you too early and then you'll just die and it's just inting. You let that shove into you. So there's all these different factors you have to make this decision based on, and it's a lot of things, right? So you got to practice it. based on like this is why I want to stress 1 to 3 wave management and just watch the streamers how they do it
Mm-hmm.
and see what kind of decisions they make. The big one though is like where both junglers start and your matchup, and that's it.
Okay.
Because you know where they're gonna go. Okay, I feel like I'm just explaining myself. Like I don't mean to over-explain, you know. I don't want to.
No, it's fine.
All right, let's see what happens later on in the game. This game is so long considering what happened. Normally this would be like an open. You're level 5. Is she level 6? Yeah. So there's no lethal threat. There's no lethal threat. I'm just gonna watch you farming for like 10 minutes, aren't I? Yeah. Wait, you kill her here or what? Let me see. Now this matchup is so bad for Kale, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but I think I die anyway.
No, you almost got her.
Oh.
She flashed. You forced the flash. That's brilliant. Oh, you die. Okay, but this is like not part of the decision. You made the right call because your Warwick was topside as well. He should be helping you here. So this isn't your fault. You made the right play. Maybe you could have made it better by realizing your like all-inning when your ignite was up, which was in 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all good. These things happen. It looked like you could kill her without ignite, so I would have taken this as well. Oh no. Okay, it's all good. It's fine. I don't know. No one picks Warwick, dude. Like, but yeah. I think that's everything I can actually teach. Let's have a look at mid game, I guess. Okay, she runs it down. This is great. This is you actually getting back into the game. But like, another reason I don't want to coach is you don't want to rely on her running down. You want to have a plan. Okay, so you can't group for dragon yet. It's too early. Just going back to hop and farm. It's really fucking boring.
Yeah, I was getting ganked a lot in this game, and I feel like I could have avoided most of the ganks, but yeah, I didn't. Like, I don't know. I don't check the map often enough.
Yeah, so it's just deciding if you're strong side, weak side. Again, so like these 3 things or these 4 things, focus on them one at a time. Wait, actually, let me write down.
Can you send me the document?
Yeah, for sure, mate.
The notes.
Weak side. Deciding when to make place based on where your jungler is. I think I'll actually like sort of start to wrap it up here. There's nothing else to tell you, right? Because I tell you, most people, I have like 50 billion things I can tell you about, but like you, I really don't have that much. It's just 1 or 2 things in detail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jungler is. All right, let me screenshot. This is the most important thing, I think. And each one of these is a concept oh, what is going on with my mouse? Each one of these is like a concept you play with in your head, one at a time. Why can't I screenshot this? I'm actually tilting. Gazo, please.
So
Okay.
when I have a good matchup, I try to get like the first 2 waves slow push and the 3rd wave crash. And
okay, I can't screenshot this. I'll just send you the document. Yeah. So, and remember, it also has to be that your jungler is either pathing top or their jungler is path. Like, you got to know where the enemy jungler is pathing, basically.
Okay. So if the enemy lane is leashing, I know that he's going bot lane, the jungler.
Yeah,
Okay.
depending on where he starts.
And when I'm if I have a bad matchup, I should just not care about the crashing because I would just let them push, right?
I mean, right. So then, if you're you got to think about the opposite way around, right? So then their plan is because they're in the good matchup to crash. So you got to like every time they auto to try and crash, you auto back. You know, it becomes start of a war of who autos the wave more, and you want to stop them from crashing.
So is there a scenario where I just mirror them and try to keep the wave in the middle of the lane?
You can not really like in the center. You can let it push into you a little bit and then freeze it. You know, you can do that level 1 if your jungler is going to come and gank, but that's like super specific. There's not really one like that, no. Not in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, because middle is still a bit gankable. You know, you want to. Yeah, I don't think that's optimal.
Okay.
Let me see. Share. I'll share this with you, and you can just view it Okay, viewer. Copy link. So you just go over to your name, Victor. Everyone has a tab, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Any questions, mate?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say except for just remember like the stuff that I said early on in the session as well, like where you stand level 1, pink wards and stuff like this as well. And that's pretty much all I got to say.
Okay.
So yeah, focus on one of these at a time until they become habit, you know? And you will climb. You got a really good like foundation. Okay. Brilliant. Alright, I'll head off then, mate.
Okay, thank you.
No worries, no worries.
It was
I'll
a
see you
really
later.
great session. Thank you very much.
No worries. I'm glad you enjoyed it. See you later.
See you. Bye.